Hi guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream and for being happy to work out together with me and join me for an aerial yoga workout. And before I start with the workout itself, I would love to know, first of all, I hope the audio is fine and you can hear me properly. So please just let me know in the chat and write in the chat whether you can hear me properly, because I have microphone down here, and I hope the audio is loud enough, because I would love you to be able to also listen to some music, the music you love during the workout, and still being able to hear me. So if you like, just let me know in the chat and just type yes if you can hear me properly, and then we are ready to go. I have a list down here with my quick cheat sheet, so I actually have all of our flow written down here, my microphone, and please make sure to have plenty of water beside you. Okay, great. So you can all hear me. That's awesome. So I guess we are nearly ready to start, and it would be amazing if you could just quickly hop in the chat and type down where you are from, because right now we are streaming live from Portugal, and I'm sure there are so many people around the world from different countries, and it's amazing that we can all connect together here today for our aerial yoga workout. And another thing, not only the country, which I would love to know, but please let me know, are you a beginner or are you more intermediate? Because in that case, I know whether I should be explaining maybe a bit more, or whether I can sometimes just tell you the pose and just tell you a tiny bit, but I don't have to explain everything. Okay, cool. So there are people from Florida, Minnesota, North Carolina, Washington, and another area yoga teacher with me. Really cool. So thanks for letting me know. And I guess we're nearly ready to go. Only thing missing is please make sure to grab a bottle of water with you. Have it by your side, just like me. And maybe you want to tune in and switch on some music you like. We will start with a warm-up, and then we will go into the actual aerial yoga flow. And at the end, we will do a really nice, relaxing meditation. Maybe I will also do a meditation at the start, but the problem is, I guess you will all already be listening to music, and most probably the meditation won't really work together with your workout music. So let's just keep it at the end of the meditation, and you will have some nice shavasana at the end in your hammock. Okay, let me just quickly go through the comments. So there's a beginner, a newbie, a few people with some experience. Okay, that's good to know, because then in that case I will just make a mixture of explaining and also telling you how the pose, what the name of the pose is actually. And if I am too fast, just let me know, because there is my boyfriend sitting here next to me actually watching if everything is all right with you guys. So if you have any problems during the workouts, just type it in the comments, and I will get to know what's missing. So then, if you are ready to go, make sure to pull off your socks, and then switch on some nice music. I would have loved to have some cool music for you today, but unfortunately, I can't really offer you my playlist online for aerial yoga, because it's full of copyright stuff. So I can't really share it with you, because I don't think people like Billie Eilish or other people would be happy if I use their music in the background for this live stream. So feel free to choose some music you like, and the workout could be actually some relaxing music, and then a bit more faster, and then well, during the actual yoga sequence, you can just listen to anything you like. Well, okay, so we have some newbies, some teachers, some intermediate. Yeah, actually I did a playlist on Spotify, but the problem is I can't use it because it's not license free. So there are the musicians who don't want me to use their music in my workout. So I can't really do that, at least not online. Offline, no one would know. Okay, so then let's start. And once we are ready, at the end, just put in your feedback. I would love to get your feedback and whatever you wish for in the next workout. I will make sure that I actually put it in, whether it's classical aerial yoga or whether it's more fitness aerial yoga or maybe even some small easy choreography. So let's start. Make sure to put off your socks. And then we can actually start with the warm-up. I will give you like 30 seconds or something to prepare and actually hop on your yoga mat and make some nice music on for yourself, and also make sure to put off your socks because you don't really want to work out with socks. If there's any lady here or guy who is either with high blood pressure, low pressure, vertigo, or a person who's pregnant, then please don't do the inversions, all right? Because if you do the inversions, it's not really good for your blood flow, and at least if you have a problem with that, or if you're pregnant. And if you know from your doctor that you're allowed to do that, just go ahead. But please, if you have any high blood pressure, low blood pressure, vertigo, or are pregnant, don't do the inversions, all right? That means your head shouldn't hang upside down. So let's start with the easy warm-up. And for the start, just go behind your hand rock and put one of your legs inside. And you can put your hands together like this in the prayers pose. And make sure that you actually have your foot flexed. We don't want to point the toe, but we want to have a flexed foot, all right? So then we go and start with the right side or the left, is whatever you like. And then just put your leg outwards for 10 times. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep your foot in here because now we also want to go outwards to the side. So you will put your leg from the right to the left. And that we will also do again 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we are ready with the right side for now. And then you can go and we will continue with our left side. Now it's really important that you always keep your foot flexed and actually that you have really nice, tall and straight position. So please roll your shoulders up and just let them roll back and then let them fall down. So actually you have a really nice straight position and then put your hands in prayers pose again. And now we will just do the same like we did with the right leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I hope you are all still with me and I'm not moving too fast because maybe some people they have maybe a problem with the balance. If you have any problems with the balance, don't worry if you are struggling a bit. You can always hold yourself on the hammer and just stay like this. But that's just an option. So now we will also move our leg from the left side to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we can still stay in this position like I just did. So you just grab your hammer and put it beneath your knee. And then you can actually start pointing the toe. So don't flex your foot, but point the toes. Make it nice and straight. And then your foot backwards on the ground, so the right leg, it should actually just point either right towards the front or slightly towards the side. And then we can just lean forward and we will stay on the toe with our leg still on the ground, and we will point the toe of our leg which is in the air, in the hammer. And now for those who have some problems with the balance, just stay like this and feel the nice deep stretch in here, and also how the leg will get some strengthening in your right leg. If you're actually more advanced, you can also just take your hands up and look towards the sky in the prayer pose. Just take some nice deep breath in here, and you can count like 2 to 3, maybe even 5 breaths, depending on how fast you actually breathe. Once you are ready, just grab your hammer as high as you can, get back like in the middle of your hammer, and just put your right foot back again. But this time we don't want the toes to actually show upwards to the front, but we turn our leg. So instead of doing our foot like this, we just move it to the side in like a 90-degree angle on the floor. And your left leg should still be here on the hammer. And then you can just either hold on here and go really deep into the stretch, or you can also go into the warrior position and just make your legs really strong, especially the ones standing on the ground, and make your arms really, really straight. And just look into the front and feel like something is pulling you towards the front, but also towards the back. So your body actually should always stay in the center. And again, you can take some nice deep breath, like 3 to 5. And once you're ready with that, you can still have your legs in the same position, and then just switch from here into the triangle pose. That means your left arm goes to the left toe, and the right arm goes straight up into the sky. And then just look towards the hand which is upwards. When you're ready with this, just pull yourself up again using the help of the hammer, and put your your foot out of the hammock. Now we will just do the same actually with the right side, because we always want to work out both sides equally. So put your foot in here and then move the hammock beneath your knee. And once you're done with that, make sure that the lower leg is actually the one where the foot is still on the ground, is still on the floor, and is pointing just to the front. And then point your toe of the leg which is in your hammock. And again, just lean forward and feel the nice deep stretch. And also how you can feel the strengthening and all the stability you have in the leg on the ground. For those who are a bit more advanced and who are good in balance, just get your hands upwards again into the sky in prayers pose and look upwards and take some nice breath, like 3 to 5. If you're ready, you can just get your leg, which is on the ground, and move it into a 90-degree angle. So your foot on the ground should be showing sidewards, while the other leg is still with a pointed toe. And then just go into your hammock, make a nice deep stretch, just lay down towards the front and put your hands in the warrior position again. So just straighten both your arms and look into the front. You can just look like slightly upwards of your hand, which is showing in the front. And make sure that both your arms are in one line. And I remember my favorite yoga teacher always said, imagine you would need to fit in a toaster. So look just right above your right arm, right hand. And once you're ready here, we go into the triangle pose again. So just stay here with your leg and put your right arm and right hand towards the toe and your left arm upwards in the sky. And look towards your hand, which is showing upwards into the sky. When you're done with this, we will move into the dancer's pose. Maybe some of you actually know it from classical yoga. And for this, you just need to actually put your right leg into the hammock like this, just straight, and then put it behind your back and grab your hammock. And then just move your left leg a bit more forward, so you're actually right below where you actually have the anchor point of your hammock. And when you're here and your leg is in the hammock, make sure that you also move your leg, your foot, which is in the hammock, in a 90-degree angle. So flex your foot. And then just lean forward. And you can hold yourself on the hammock, which gives you stability. And you can also then just push your foot back at the same time, because this will really give you lots of strength if you do it more often, not only in the arms, but also in the leg and the belly. and it will also help you with the balance. Then go out of the pose, but very gentle. And we will do the same with the left leg. So just put in your leg, leave it straight, put it to the side, then flex your leg, and again, grab your hammer, jump a bit in towards the front, so you are right below the ankle point, and pull yourself forwards, just lean yourself forward, hold onto the hammock, and push your foot back and flex your foot. Now we are nearly done with our stretching and warm-up, but now I would like to make some nice exercises that actually give you a bit more muscle pain maybe if you're not training regularly. So once we are done with the full warm-up, we can actually move into our aerial yoga flow, and we will do some nice poses like the ninja, the goddess flow, and some other cool poses. But now, what I want you to do is just put your hands on the ground. Make sure the hands are actually right beneath your shoulder, like you would do push-ups. Then put in both feet into the hammock and stay in this position, like in the plank position. Or another option is that you go into the pike and then back into the plank. And we will do this 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when you do this, don't forget to breathe. So I hope you were still with me. And now, after actually doing this, like the plank and the pike, we will then move into some really nice stretch on the floor before we actually start with our full workout. So for this, just go on the ground again, as if you would do push-ups, but only put one leg inside, and then push yourself backwards. And feel the nice deep stretch. And feel free to put your head on your mat. Now, change your foot, just like this. So you have your left foot in the hammock now, and then pull yourself backwards again. Now, before we start the workout, I want you to relax a bit. So just feel free to go into a recovery pose or just grab some water. And now we just go in a recovery pose if you didn't already do this. And that means that you just stand right below the ankle point of your hammock. Then you go backwards with your hammock in here. Just lean towards the back because the hammock will support you on the back. Make your feet wide and then just swing gently from one side to the other side. And the best thing you can do is that you move very gently, just like you breathe. So breathe in and then breathe out. Breathe in if you go up and breathe out if you go down. So this is a recovery pose you can always do if you actually feel that you need a short break. And now we can actually start with our actual air yoga workout with some really nice poses. I saw, okay, there's one struggling with the internet connection. Okay, I'm sorry to hear this. I hope you will be able to manage. Otherwise, don't worry, there's the recording. And all the others, just let's continue with our actual workout. So, the first thing I want you to do for strengthening again and for getting ready for our poses is that you grab your hammer as high as you can. Feel free to go on your tiptoes and then pull yourself up. You can either jump or you can just pull yourself up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when you do this, always make sure that you actually don't stop breathing. I mean, I couldn't do it because I was talking. But if you do this, always breathe out when you pull yourself up. So it should be like, because that actually helps your muscles on the belly and also, well, you won't get dizziness. Now the next thing I want you to do is actually something really nice because you already worked pretty hard, and go into another recovery pose. So you can choose during our workout if you use the first recovery pose, that one, or what we will do now is another recovery pose, and for this you can actually sit in your hammock. So just grab some of the fabric, then have your hand on the left and on the right, like next to your hip, and just jump up. So you sit in your hammock, then move your hands backwards, put them down, and then just put your head on your knees and breathe. Now when you're ready, we can actually go into the warrior pose, and afterwards we will go in the air with like an easy tree pose. So for this, for the warrior, you will just grab your hammock down here, or you can also hold on your hammock a bit wider like this. And then you just step backward with one leg. For example, the right leg. You can just step backward and slowly you will lean onto the hammock and put your arms in front of you, and then let go of the leg on the ground and just put the right leg into the air and stay like this And the most important thing now is that you have a lot of strength in the leg, which is still on the ground. So it should be your left leg. And then push back with your right leg, which is in the air. And you can still flex your foot, which is in the air. So flex your right foot, which should be in the air. And if you imagine that someone is pulling you more towards the front and towards the back, you will actually have more flexibility, strength, and also balance. Now we slowly go out of our warrior and just switch our legs. So put your right leg on the ground, for example, right below your anchor point of the hammock, and then just lean forward again with strong arms and put your left leg in the air and flex your left foot, which is supposed to be in the air, and breathe. Once you're done with this, we can continue with another standing pose, and we will go into the tree pose. So for the tree pose, with the right leg, we put our right leg into the hammock, just in the middle of the hammock, and please make sure that you bunch your hammock all together. So I don't want you to do this, and then step inwards like that, with a loose hammock, but really make sure, you see I'm trying to get out now, make sure to bunch up your fabric and then step on it. If you are an intermediate, you won't notice any pain probably, but the beginners might feel some pain in here where you're actually standing on the fabric, but that's fine because it will go away after a while. And it will also help you with circulation, so it's healthy. And then go up, enjoy a bit of movement, and put the left leg outwards, and then just put it in front of your fabric and move it either down here, up your ankle, or if you're more flexible, you can also put your foot above your knee, but please don't push on your knee. So either have your leg down here or help yourself and put it above your knee, because if you push in your knee, it will really hurt after a while and you could damage your knee. So make sure you stand like this, and then you can just put one arm, the arm where your leg is, on the side. You can put it out of your hammock in front of you, like this. And the other arm, which stays up behind the hammock, because like this you can secure yourself so you don't fall out, and put it in front of you in the prayers pose for our tree pose. Now I hope the beginners are still with me. If not, don't worry, I will leave this video online so you can always practice this pose again. And then gently come out of the pose. Now you can either step down and then put your left leg in the hammock, or you can just switch legs in the air like I just did. So now your left leg is standing on the bunched up fabric, and you just put your right leg outside in the tree position. Feel free to just go with your left arm, help yourself with putting your foot upwards, or just leave it down here above the ankle if you want an easier pose. And then make sure which arm goes outside. So you can either go with this arm, but then it's unstable. So you want to use that arm, where there's also the leg, upwards and not in the fabric. And then you can go into press position and make sure that the fabric is still in front of one of your arms. Once you're here, feel free to just close your eyes and breathe. If there's one of you who is really flexible, you can also just use this leg and stretch it out like this, and then hold onto your toe. You could also do this for stretching, but you don't need to do this if you're not that flexible or if you are still a beginner. Now, since there are beginners here with me, I won't go into the manta pose today, but if you would like to learn the manta pose, then I can also upload an extra video like during the next couple of days, and you can just watch it afterwards. Now we are actually done with the standing poses, and we could go into a nice monkey pose. So just place yourself in front of the hammock and right below the ankle points of your hammock. And then put your arms backwards and have your hammock just like this, so it supports your back. And then use your arms to secure the hammock, not on the hip, but not on your bum, but just below your hip. And then you can just gently lean back and feel the hammock carrying you. And please make sure that you always spread the legs if you are in this pose, because if you put your legs completely together, you will fall out of the hammock. If you feel totally secure, you can just let go of your arms and then cross your arms, just hold on the elbows of the arms, and then put your legs like this in a flexed position. I will wait a bit now because maybe some of you have to actually watch it and then go into the pose. So just have your legs widely spread and then use your lower legs to just flex, turn inside, and then you can actually touch both of your feet soles. This is the monkey position. And with the monkey position, you can then actually help yourself and just swing around a bit if you like. You can either let go of the arms, or you can also always hold on a bit on your hammock if you are a bit, if you don't feel that secure and safe. And if you've never done this, then just let someone help you to go in the pose because you will feel more secure. Now, if you're in the monkey pose, we can then go into the goddess pose. And for this, just use both of your arms and pull yourself up like a push-up. And then use your arms holding yourself on the hammock like this. And pull yourself up. Push both of your legs in front of you, so you will feel the fabric beneath your knee, and just pull yourself up on the hammock, so you are hanging there like this. Doesn't really look nice, and that's why we go into the full goddess pose. So just pull yourself up, and then point your toes, and you can go in the goddess pose like this. Now, if you're in the goddess pose, then we can continue together. If you didn't manage the goddess pose, don't worry. It's like not beginner, not intermediate, like a mixture in between. And you can just keep on hanging around in your monkey, or you can just take some nice deep breath and go into the recovery pose, or just do some of the poses I showed you before again. Now we are in the goddess pose together, and then push your left arm outwards. You will need some strength to push the fabric outwards, and then straighten your left leg as well, and point your toe. And this will actually bring you in the ninja pose. And when you are ready with the left side, of course, we also continue with the right side. For here, it's really important that you really straighten your leg and that you push really strong to the side of the hammock with your arm. And that helps you to gain lots of strength in your arm, but also lots of stretching and flexibility and strength in your leg. Now you can either gently go out of this pose again, just move backwards and hold yourself on the hammock into the monkey pose again, and then grab the fabric and go outwards. Or you can also use another trick. If you are in the goddess pose, if you're intermediate, you could also do a flip, but please only do it with me if you already know this trick. So now we are done with our inversion and our standing position and the flying position. And we can continue with some really cool Superman and vampire poses. And those are more like intermediate poses, but I'm sure some of the beginners can also do them with me. And if you can't, feel free to do some of the poses again that I already explained, or just wait in a recovery pose, grab some water, and we will see you again in like 2 minutes for our other poses that will come afterwards that are more easy. Now I will get some water for myself. Okay, I'm quickly reading your comments. Yes, of course. With video, it will stay here online on YouTube at least for a while. And everyone who already has access to my membership area, in my free area yoga training, you will always have the full workout with you with lifetime access. So don't worry if you are struggling with the connection. Now let's go back into some really nice positions, and actually now we are going to do the Batman position or also the shoulder stand. And for this, just get your hammock like this and fold it together like 5 times, for example. Put it behind you and make sure it is still wrapped a bit. Put it on the sides, left and right next to you, and just jump in your hammock. And when you're in here, you can then lean backwards, but when leaning backwards, make sure you're also taking the fabric with you. So just grab on one side of the hammock and on the other side of the hammock behind you. Now you're in this position, or you should be. And then just flex or put your arms together like this. Lean backwards so you have the fabric beneath your armpits. And then just put your head inside of the hammock as well. Make sure you are fully covered. And then just step inside of the hammock and walk in the hammock with your feet and just put your bum up, because if you put your bum up, it will actually help you to get the fabric forwards. Now you should be in a position like this, and then you can just make sure that this fabric here is actually covering also your thighs, because we don't want to have the fabric here on your ankles or on your knees, but we want to have it more upwards. It could also, if you're really tiny like me, it might also go up to your wrist. Not your wrist, your hip. So you're in this position, and then you can also get your head out again. Just make sure that the shoulders are fully covered with the fabric. Then grab your fabric in front of you, which is a bit more upwards. And then just get your feet upwards and push your hip up. And then lean with both of your legs on the left and the right of your hammock. And you are in the shoulder stand or the Batman position. And if you like, and you are feeling secure, and make sure that your shoulders are fully wrapped with the fabric, you can also let go of your arms if you are an intermediate and you feel secure. And you can also go into prayer pose with your arms, or wiggle your toes, or just take some nice breath. Now, when you are done with this, you are sitting in your hammock again. And if you are an intermediate, you can then continue with the vampire position. If you're not an intermediate but a beginner, you can just sit in your hammock, then put your feet, like the sole of your feet together, and push your knees outside, so left and right. Then pull yourself up on the hammock, like this, and then just put your arms in front of you, like this, and you will have a nice hip opener, and that's the starfish position. But if you are an intermediate, you can just continue with me into the vampire position. And for this, make sure to cover your shoulders again. And cover your legs, like both of your legs completely, if possible, but minimum the fabric over here should be on your thighs. Then grab yourself on the left and the right of the hammock and pull yourself up like the Batman position, or a bit like the Batman position, but with your legs flexed. And then just put your legs towards the back, so you are in an inverted position with the legs back and the shoulders still covered with fabric, and then just open up towards the ground, and you are in the vampire pose. The more you push your hips towards the floor, the nicer the pose will be. And to come out of this, just pull your hip upwards and roll out of the position again. Now, I hope everyone could follow me. If not, I will make sure to put in some poses that are easier to follow next time. And we will continue with some really nice deep stretching, and that's the cow, well, the cat and the cow position. And we will go on the ground and just put in both of your hands in the hammock in front of you, like this. Put them together, your hands like a bit like praying, and then push in the fabric to have stability, and quickly wrap your fingers around the hammock. So you're in this pose, and you will have some stability on your wrists. And then you can just lean forwards and really hold yourself on the hammock for stability. And just go into the cat and the cow position. So you just lean forwards by sitting on your knees. And then just put your back like you were a cat. So make a really nice cat back, kind of. And then do the cow position and invert your back. So I will show it from the side, so don't do it from the side like I'm doing it now. I'm only showing it to you so you can see my back movement. So we go in this position, so you can really put your bum into the sky, and then go into this position. And of course you will do it from here. And then you can always breathe in and breathe out if you go down. Now you can do it 5 times, or you can just do it as many times as possible, or as how many times you like, but make sure you do it with your breathing. So always make sure that you flow with the breath. And then once you're done, you can just get rid of the hammock, and you can feel some strengthening maybe in your arms, because this is especially good for your back and for your arms. And then we can just do the same position again. So go out in front of the hammock with your hands, then go in the hammock again, move your arms to the side, and then just push down, so you have some really nice stability. I will show it again one time. So you do it exactly like this movement, and really push down the fabric so you have lots of stability here in the wrist again. And then we will change our position into the fish pose. So you lean back, and then you will put your feet just straight like this. And we go into the fish position and just put our head backwards. If you can't do it because that's too much pressure on your wrist, then just stay in here, sitting like this, and put your back backwards. If you like, you can also hold on to your hammock like this. Now we are pretty much done with our workout, but I have 2 really easy, nice stretchings and relaxation thingies you can do in the hammock if you like, before we go into Shavasana. Just make sure you actually unfold your hammock again. And then wrap all of your fabric together again. Jump in your hammock, and then when you can choose, you can either lie in your hammock or you can sit in your hammock, depending on how you feel. You can either do a stretching for your leg, or you can just lie down already. And I'm going to show you 2 things. So you can either move sideways and then just put both of your feet inside, but more like a split, or you can do both legs on the sides, one leg left and one leg right, I hope you can follow me because you can't really see it. Just make your legs wide open if you are sitting in the hammock. And then you can lean to one side and the other side. But I'm not going to show you the other side now because you couldn't see me anyway. So this is one thing you can do. Stretching in the hammock in a sitting position with your legs wide open. Or you can just lie down in your hammock. And then you can roll onto one side and then just get your body all together. So move your legs upwards and your upper belly and your upper torso downwards to the left. And you can just do this flowing position for both sides. Like for example, like 5 times for both sides each. Now once you're done with this, or maybe you have already stopped working out and you are already lying down in your hammock, so you can then move into your hammock and just lie down in your hammock and close your eyes, and we will end this workout with our really nice and calming meditation. So just lie down in your hammock, and if you like, put on some socks or cover yourself up with a jacket or a blanket. You can lie in your hammock. You can also lie down on the floor, whatever you like. And then close your eyes and feel your breath. And then breathe in and breathe out. And let go of your complete full body. If you like, you can gently wiggle your toes, shake your legs, or you can also go in the stretching and stretch your full body on the ground or in your hammock. And feel the workout you did. Maybe you will feel some tingling in your legs, some tingling in your arms, some tingling in your hands. And just stay there, connect with yourself and your body, and close your eyes and just relax. Now gently come out and reconnect with the present. Wiggle your toes and wiggle your arms. Get some life back in your body. And then you can thank yourself while opening the eyes that you actually joined this class today and that you really made the time for yourself today and that you attended this class, and you can really thank yourself, and thanks to you. Namaste. Now we are done with our workout for today, and I really hope that you enjoyed our workout together. And I will prepare some really cool workout again for next week. And if you actually want to join our class next week again, then I would love to get your feedback. So let me know, did you like this class, or have I been too fast, have I been too slow, was it boring, or would you like some more intermediate or more advanced poses, or are you more like a beginner? Because if there are enough people here who are beginners and advanced, I could always do 2 classes actually. I could do a beginners and I could do an intermediate class, because now today I know we have been totally mixed. And Also, please put in the comments whether you would like to have more classical aerial yoga workout, which is more like a normal aerial yoga, like not yoga workout actually, or if you would like more like flips and tricks, more fitness poses, which helps you with especially strengthening and flexibility and balance, or if you would like some short choreographies, I could also do that. And then it would be like a combination of flips and tricks and fitness and choreography. But of course, for this, I would search online for some music we can enjoy together. Cool, thank you so much for your feedback. And thanks, I'm happy that you liked the class. And there are some people who would like some more intermediate poses. And for sure, I can do that. And if you would like to have, just put in the comments, do you want more a fitness class, a classical aerial yoga class with classical yoga poses, but kind of incorporated with the aerial hammock? Or would you like some flips and tricks and maybe even like a small choreography? So just let me know. And cool, okay, so there's someone with fitness and choreography wishes. And cool, okay, there's someone happy with this class exactly. So I will just, okay, like a mix of them. Yeah, I think probably a mix of them is great. So we can always like join together like every Friday at the same time and do like a mixed class, similar like to the thing we did now. But maybe I will then demonstrate some beginners poses first, which are more fast and easy. And then we might move to the intermediate poses. So the beginners can always go back into the easy poses and the intermediate can just follow with me and do a more complicated stuff. And thank you so much for joining and being live with me today. If you want the full recording of this, then just stay on this YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. Feel free to put on the reminders. So just hit the bell on YouTube because then we'll also get reminders whenever I'm live. And you can also just subscribe to my email list, and you will also get access, like free access to my full membership site. And there's a free training in there already, but I will always upload all the live classes in this membership area, and it's totally free. All those classes that I do every Friday. And if you want to sign up, just let me quickly put in the link for you. So you can just grab a free class already that is already pre-recorded. In here, just use this link and you can sign up to get access to all the recordings. It's a lifetime access because here on YouTube I might not always have them uploaded, and during the next days and weeks and months I will always do some live classes, the free live classes, but you can always access them, like I said, in the membership site and of course on my YouTube channel. And on the YouTube channel, I will also do some easier poses, like only one pose explained for each video, and some intermediate poses also explained in one video. So thank you again for joining. Thank you for your feedback. And if you would like to write me a short testimonial in the comments or just send me an email, drop me a DM on Instagram, how you like the class, that would be totally amazing because I really want to make sure that you all enjoy this workout with me. And again, thanks for joining. And thank you for sending some kisses. And I really hear that you want more intermediate and advanced poses, so I will make sure to cover this next time. And thanks for joining, and I hope I will see you again next week at the same time in our class. Bye and have an amazing weekend, guys.